Hey guys, welcome back to Sunset Projects. I just wanted to go over a few of the things that would prevent your taotao or really any Japanese quad from starting. All right, so the first thing seems pretty obvious, right? Your key. You've got your ignition key there. That needs to be on. Second thing, your ignition switch. You've got off, you've got on. You want that to be on. Next, a lot of people forget that you need to push the brake. Brake has to be on. Doesn't matter if it's with the handle or with the pedal. One, the other, both, it doesn't matter as long as you're pressing one of those. If you don't, it's not going to start. Next thing is the fuel switch. When you store it, you're going to have it turned off. Right now mine's on, up and down. It should be going in the direction of the fuel flow. So to turn mine off, I would turn it sideways. So you want this to be on. Next thing is your little safety lanyard. You want this thing obviously clipped to your child. So if they fall off, this thing pulls out and it stops the ignition. Make sure that's pushed in firmly. The next thing, mine is a little different than some of the others. A lot of them now come with this little remote control that the parent can carry around, and you can remotely shut off the ignition. So they'll be, tearing it up, and if you see something dangerous is going on or they're not paying attention, you just push that button, shuts them down. Of course, they're going to keep rolling for a while, and in some cases, you shut it down and it's still not going to prevent an accident, such as in this video here with my son when he was 3 years old. He made a wide turn and didn't really pay attention to the breaker boxes that were right there in his way. But anyway, I don't really like this one because you don't know if it's off or on. It's not going to tell you. Some of the newer ones, and this is a 2020 model, it's not that old. They have an off and then they have a whole nother button to turn it on. This one, you just don't know until you press it, and try it, press again, try it. You don't really know if it's off or on. So I dislike that, and I try to keep it off to the side and only carry it around when he's actually riding. The only other real thing that's going to prevent this from starting, if you've tried all that, if it's cranking over, then your battery's probably fine. If it's not cranking over at all, nothing's happening, then you might want to check your voltage on the battery. After that, you've got a fuse down there. The battery's under the seat, and next to it there's a little fuse holder. Check that fuse, make sure that fuse isn't popped. And that's really it. There aren't a whole lot of things, but it's enough to stumble you up. And like I said, that remote control over there is, that's what's usually got me stuck a couple of times. But yeah, in theory, it should fire right up. Got the brake on. I don't have the choke pulled out right now and it's cold outside. But you could hear it was trying, so you know that everything is working fine. Now, if you were having issues like that where it's not starting at all, you can hear it trying to start, but it's not kicking over or staying running. If it's cold outside, make sure you have that choke pulled up. So you've got that choke lever inside the carburetor. On mine, it's a little gold lever. Make sure that is pulled up, and once you're done, it's warmed up, push it back down. Right now mine's down. If I were to raise that up, it would fire right up, but it's late at night here, so we're not going to do that. And that's really it. Hope this helps somebody out. If it did, make sure to like and subscribe.